Sorry po naputol. Nandito na po tayo sa argumentation against unnatural passive euthanasia. Ano naman po yung makikita nating mga argumentation? Sabi dito, it is contrary to God's sovereignty over life. Pangalawa, it is contrary to sanctity of human life. And pangatlo, it is a form of suicide or murder. So yung unnatural against unnatural and passive euthanasia. So it is especially condemned in scriptures. Sabi din dito, it is based on humanistic ethics. So sariling decision lang natin siya at hindi siya link doon sa kagustuhan ng Panginoon. It cheapens also the value of human life. Kasi sinasabi natin, kung meron kang 10 million, tatanggapin mo pero magkakasakit ka kinabukasan. Tatanggapin mo pa ba yung 10 million? So, ibig sabihin, tayo ng mga tao ay hindi tayo cheap. So, we are priceless. So, sinasabi dito, parang ginawa mo naman ng walang halaga ang buhay ng tao kung gagawin mo yung euthanasia or yung passive euthanasia. Sabi dito. Pangatlo, it produces guilt in the family and also in the society. Kasi syempre, 'di ba, doon nga sa unnatural, hahayaan niyo na o doon sa natural or unnatural, hahayaan niyo na siya na mamatay. Wala na kayong gagawin pa, no? Para hindi na ma-prolong yung kanyang suffering, hahayaan niyo na lang siya na mamatay. So ano naman po yung makikita natin dito ng mga discussions, no? Or guidelines, no? Dito sa discussion na to. So allow me to read dito. Arguments, response. Tapos na po natin yan. Arguments against euthanasia, taking lives, avoid suffering. So evaluation of active euthanasia, natapos na rin natin yan. Unnatural passive, contrary to God's sovereignty, it's a form of murder, it cheapens the value of life, guidelines and discussion. So para sa lahat po ba, ano po ba ang ibig sabihin ng dying means? Sabi niya dito, a definition of irreversible is important to decision because it is subscribed the legitimate occasion when withholding extraordinary means is called for. It is practical terms and condition is irreversible when there are no known available medical means to correct or the injury, hinahayaan na natin ang euthanasia kasi wala na rin tayong maaasahan pa, no? So critical na yung dating niya. Kung hahayaan natin na magprolong or ikakat na natin siya, same denominator lang din siya, that will leads to death. Sabi niya dito. So is there a right to refuse treatment? Sabi niya dito, many moral dilemmas are created by the decision to place person of life-saving mechanical device. So kagaya nung sinasabi ko sa kanila, yes, binubuhay na lang siya ng mechanical, and hahayaan ba natin siya na ma-prolong pa? No? So may mga underlying cost na yon, kailangan nilang ibenta yung mga properties nila, and eventually mamaya naubos na lahat ito, but still mamamatay din lang naman pala siya. So yun yung mga things to consider doon sa argumentation. And to summary and conclusion po natin dito, euthanasia means good or painless death. Mabuti or painless death. Active euthanasia is taking a human life. A passive euthanasia is simply allowing death. The former is morally wrong from Christian perspective, but the later may be morally acceptable as long as it is natural and irreversible death, not an unnatural or reversible one. Natural passive euthanasia is allowing death to occur naturally by withholding unnatural means and sustaining life. So such as heart and lung machine, natural means of sustaining inside includes food, water, and air. Deliberately withholding this unnatural passive euthanasia, and it is morally unacceptable from a Christian's perspective. So naalala po ba natin yung 16 years old na prince ng Dubai na nabangga, then na brain dead siya for how many years, then nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na mabuhay siya ulit, pero hindi yata siya tumagal ng 1 buwan o 2 buwan, namatay din siya. So imagine, no, yung cost, no, na ginastos nila. So I leave it to you kung ano po yung perspective natin, or kung ano yung magiging moral ethics natin dito sa bagay na ito, but at least dito nabasa natin, no, na merong explanation, merong argumentation, and also merong evaluation. So dito na po nagtatapos ang aking reporting, and sa aking mga respondent I will send also ang aking PowerPoint slides para makita ninyo yung breakdown, at saka para makita ninyo yung pagkumpara doon sa bagay na ito. So infanticide and euthanasia, I hope natuto po kayo, and also marami rin po ako natutunan sa report na ito. Maraming salamat po, and God bless sa bawat isa.